Just want to thank everybody for coming. This is a packed house, so if you can't hear or it's starting to get a little warm in here, so you may want to levitate towards the doors a little bit to get some air. But thank you everybody for coming today. It's an exciting day for the UNCP Athletic Department as we introduce our 9th athletic director. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce Chancellor Kyle R, who's going to say a few words, and he's going to introduce our new athletic director.
Thank you, Todd. Good afternoon, everybody. We're here today to name the new athletic director for UNC Pembroke. As UNCP's new director of athletics, this gentleman will become part of a tradition of excellence at this university, excellence that was most recently seen in our former athletic director, Dan Kinney. After I named Dan as my chief of staff, I knew I had to have a dedicated team to help me find just the right person to replace him. I wanted to be sure that the new athletic director had the skills and disposition to build upon the foundation of dedication to academics, commitment to competition, and love for UNC Pembroke that Dan displayed over the past 14 years. I enlisted Dean Zoe Locklear to chair an internal search committee, and the Coleman and Liu search firm headed by Mr. Ken Carrick to help us find just the right person. They, along with the entire search committee, worked tirelessly to identify an extremely strong and capable group of finalists for us to assess. I would like to take this time to thank Zoe and Ken Carrick. I see Ken is in the very back there. I believe Zoe had a dental appointment. Unfortunately, can't be here. But I want to thank them and the entire search committee for their work in bringing us to this point today. This group did an outstanding job in all phases of the process and demonstrated to all candidates the positive aspects of UNC Pembroke. If you're on the search committee or involved in the search process, would you please stand or raise your hand or something? Okay, let's show our appreciation to them. Now it's time for me to introduce the newest members to our university community, Mr. Dick Christie and Wendy, his wife. I'm going to make a few remarks about these folks, and then I'm going to turn the podium over to Dick, but bear with me for just a couple of minutes. Dick's going to assume the athletic director position on March 24th, just in time to represent UNC Pembroke at the Peach Belt Conference annual meeting. He comes to us from NC State, where he served as associate athletic director for the past 8 years. He's a former student athlete who knows this area and Division II sports well, having attended and competed at Wingate University just 90 minutes west of here. Wendy and Dick met while they were both students at Wingate, and I assure you they make a great team. In addition to being absolutely delightful and poised, I'm talking about Wendy. Wendy is an orthopedic physician assistant whose experience certainly will be welcome in this area. Dick has all the attributes we've searched for. He is dedicated to Division II's Life in the Balance, an approach to blend academics, competition, and social life. He's committed to assuring that our student athletes have a quality experience here at UNC Pembroke that will serve them well after they graduate. He describes himself as a coach of coaches and is someone our coaches are excited about, not only because he understands their role, but because he has the capacity to bring new possibilities to their programs. Dick supports UNC Pembroke's aspirations for even greater competitive success in all sports, but also understands how competitive success must begin on a level playing field. When our sports teams compete against other teams that have more scholarships than they do, It's difficult to win, but we do, even in spite of this limitation. As a relatively small public school, UNC Pembroke hasn't always had the necessary resources to compete at the championship level, and we want to change that. And Dick has a plan to do so. He is going to work over the next several years to change that situation so we do compete on a level playing field. Built upon his experience at NC State, Dick is determined to find ways to level the playing field of resources so that UNC Pembroke can consistently compete against all schools that we meet. I've pledged to Dick that he will have the time and resources necessary to engage our athletic supporters more directly and frequently to create external support for athletic scholarships and other financial support required to move our programs forward. I ask our supporters to welcome Dick in his efforts to garner new and greater support for a revived Braves nation, one that will develop a deep passion for athletic success, just like the Wolfpack does that Dick serves. I'm excited about our future. We've found the right person to lead us at this time in our history. So without further ado, please welcome the new athletic director of UNC Pembroke, Dick Christie.
Thank you. See if this fits here. Is that all right? Thank you. This is a good fit. Chancellor and I are the same height, so I don't have to worry about that. I want to wish everyone a happy belated Easter. It is truly a blessing for me to be here with you here today. I see a lot of familiar faces in the room, friends, colleagues, future coworkers. A little closer? Yes. Thanks. Future coworkers, and I do see some faces that I hope to get to know a little bit better here over the coming weeks and the coming months. I'd like to introduce my wife, Wendy. She and I have been together for about 14 years, been married for coming up on 8. She is absolutely the love of my life. What am I doing? But thank you for all your support, babe. I'm Italian, so I wear my heart on my sleeve, so you have to give me a moment. Speaking of being Italian, I know my mom is watching online, so hi, Mom. First and foremost, let me thank the Chancellor and Mrs. Carter. They immediately made Wendy and I feel that this is home, and this is the right opportunity for us. Opportunity and potential are going to be key themes today. It is everywhere on this campus. It is evident in the people, it's evident in the growth in facilities, and it's evident in the recent successes in the last few years. You know, you hear the saying that athletics is the front porch for a university, and I believe wholeheartedly that athletics can be that vehicle that we use to communicate this great story of what's going on here. There is tremendous growth, and we have to send that message to our region. I couldn't be more proud or energized to be a Brave and to be joining the Pembroke family. You know, great accomplishments are not going to come easy. We have a lot of hard work ahead of us, and you cannot achieve great things without a fantastic team. Make no mistake about it, Dan Kenny has assembled a fantastic team here, and I'm so happy to be joining them. You know, this transition in leadership, as I mentioned, it's going to be less about me and more about them. It can't be about me. It takes way more than one person in order to get to where we want to get to and to achieve the goals that we want to achieve. It's going to be about all of us coming together and communicating our mission as broadly as possible. I'd like to touch a little bit on our vision and some of the steps that I think we can take in order to get us to where we're trying to get to. I promise that we are going to be as strategic as possible in all facets of our operation. We will look at recruiting strategy, we will meet with coaches, we will meet with student athletes, we will scrub budgets, all with the effort to try and drive as many resources back to our student athletes as we possibly can. The overarching mission for all of our athletics operation is going to be to provide a championship experience to all of our constituents. First, I see we've got some student athletes here today. I want to talk to you. First, to our athletes, your academic, your athletic, and your personal growth will be our top priority. Ultimately, we want you to develop life skills, and we want you to develop to be successful adults who can future contribute to this community and to our program as alumni. To our campus members who are here, the surrounding community members, and all of our alumni, I promise that we are going to provide first-class service for every touch point with the athletic department. And we want to make our events a rallying point. We want it to be the place to be. We would like it to be an opportunity for fellowship, and we want it to be the chance for everybody to get behind one common goal. I'm not naive. I know in order to provide this championship experience, we need resources, and that's going to be a critical mission here moving forward that I'll take on squarely. But we are going to need everyone, and I mean everyone, that loves Braves athletics to be engaged and be invested in that process, so that as we achieve these future successes, everybody is invested and everybody takes a little piece of that away with them. It is going to be my job to communicate clearly what an investment in a UNC Pembroke student athlete means, not just to this campus, but to our region. For me personally, I have to pause and thank our staff, coaches, and former student athletes over the years at NC State. I truly would not have this opportunity without their love, their hard work, their support. There's too many people to name here today, but I will be reaching out to you in the coming weeks. I can't thank you enough. I'd also like to thank Dr. Zoe Locklear and the search committee. Also, Ken Carrick with Coleman and Lewis Search Associates. Your confidence in me has been truly humbling, and I will not let you down. Lastly, I'm going to work every day to enhance the programs that we have here. That I promise. And as I mentioned, I'm excited about the potential here and the opportunity. I cannot wait to get started. And I look forward to meeting all of you on a little bit more personal level. Let's go Braves. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.